Liverpool pursuing two transfers from Italy. Liverpool are hoping to sign two of Serie A's top stars in a stunning £118 million double transfer move. According to Italian sources, Liverpool have made inquiries to find out what it would take to bring Victor Osimhen from Napoli this summer. The Nigerian forward is considered one of the deadliest strikers in world football, having scored 76 goals in 133 appearances for the Serie A Giants since a big money move from Lille in the summer of 2020. At that time, Liverpool's former manager Jürgen Klopp was tracking Osimhen but decided against a transfer, and Liverpool went on to sign Darwin Núñez 2 summers later. However, with Núñez failing to justify the club record £85 million fee, reports from Italy claim new manager Arne Slot is keen to make a bold transfer move by replacing the Uruguayan with the Napoli striker. Napoli have long been preparing for the sale of their talismanic No. 9, but their hopes of achieving their large €120 million to €130 million asking price for the 25-year-old appear to be failing, as no club is willing to meet their valuation. As a result, Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis is having to consider significantly lower offers. Despite links to clubs such as Arsenal and Chelsea, no offer has yet been made. According to Italian sources, Liverpool have inquired about Osimhen's services and have been encouraged by Napoli's much more modest €90 million asking price. This could prompt a concrete approach from the Reds, with Napoli determined to use the sale of Osimhen to help new manager Antonio Conte rebuild his side. Napoli are also planning to sign Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea in a discounted deal as his replacement. Osimhen has made it clear he wishes to move to the Premier League next, stating earlier this year, "I've already made up my mind. I know what I want to do, the next step I want to take. I think 60% of people mention the rumors about me being linked with the Premier League. The Premier League is one of the biggest leagues in the world. I want to finish the season strongly with Napoli and then make the decision I have already made." Following the potential transfer of Osimhen, a second quickfire move from Italy could also be on the cards. Juventus have reached a compromise with Nice over the transfer of defender Jean-Claire Todibo. Juventus initially offered just €20 million for the 24-year-old, while Nice were holding out for a fee closer to €35 million. However, with the player clearly expressing his desire to move, the two clubs have agreed on a compromise that will see Todibo move to Turin on an initial season-long loan, with an obligation to make the deal permanent for €35 million next summer. Juventus plan to use Todibo as a replacement for Brazilian Gleison Bremer, who is set to move on. Bremer has emerged as a priority target for Liverpool this summer, as they look to fill the gap in central defense left by Joel Matip. The Italian giants are willing to allow Bremer to move for a fee of €50 million, which Liverpool are prepared to meet, and the 27-year-old is also keen on the switch if an agreement can be reached. This double raid on Serie A would set Liverpool back a staggering €140 million, but by landing two of Italian football's biggest stars, Liverpool would significantly strengthen their squad ahead of their return to the Champions League this season. Reds want midfielder compared to Conte. Liverpool have started to look for a new defensive midfielder following Marseille's bid for Wataru Endo. The Japanese international has been targeted by the French giants with a £12 million offer. However, Liverpool have rejected this bid. Michael Edwards is interested in a new No. 6, regardless of whether Endo stays or goes. Recent reports suggest Liverpool are keen to sign Morten Frendrup. Sources indicate Liverpool are ahead of other clubs in the race for the Danish midfielder, with Aston Villa also showing interest. Italian sources have confirmed Liverpool's interest in Frendrup has been heavy since last season, with many inquiries made and an unnamed club submitting a €25 million offer. Genoa consider the Danish player as non-transferable and plan to bring in Jens Kajust to partner him in midfield. Frendrup has delivered impressive performances for Genoa in the 2023 to 2024 season, scoring 2 goals and providing 6 assists in 39 appearances across all competitions. Many Liverpool fans might not know much about Frendrup, who has only played in Denmark or Italy and not showcased his football elsewhere. Therefore, comparing him to a more well-known player might be useful. Interestingly, Frendrup is compared to N'Golo Kante, which will be a pleasing detail for Liverpool fans. Jacek Kulik made this comparison while writing a detailed scouting report on the TuS player. Kulik said, "Fredrup's main strength is his defensive abilities. His ability to read the game is very impressive and he makes many interceptions in a match. He is also quite fast, which allows him to frequently catch up with opponents trying to create opportunities. Fredrup's style of play is reminiscent of N'Golo Kante. The two share some common traits. Both are not the biggest or most intimidating midfielders, but are fast, read the game well, and manage to intercept nearly every attack. Both players are also quite good at dribbling. It seems inevitable that Fredrup will develop further in Slot's system." Fabrizio Romano's transfer update. Liverpool have rejected a €10 million offer from PSV Eindhoven for Sepp van den Berg. The 22-year-old Dutch player, after an impressive loan spell at Mainz last season, is looking to secure regular first-team football and leave the club during the summer transfer window. While several Bundesliga clubs have shown interest in the Dutchman, Eredivisie side PSV appears to be the most serious contender. Van den Berg has stated he is looking for a club that guarantees more game time and suggested that Liverpool's high asking price is hindering a transfer. Liverpool's valuation of £20 million is considered high, but Van den Berg showed great promise in the Bundesliga last season and impressed in a friendly match against Real Betis on July 27th. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Liverpool swiftly rejected the €10 million offer from PSV and are expecting a bid closer to £20 million. The offer was sent at the end of last week, and it is not yet clear if PSV will increase their bid. However, reports from the Netherlands suggest that PSV might find it impossible to meet the full price tag. Liverpool were keen to evaluate Van den Berg during the preseason following his standout loan period last season, and the young Dutch player has improved his reputation since returning to Merseyside. With Joel Matip's departure, Liverpool are looking to strengthen their defensive line and only plan to sell the player for the right price. Reports suggest Van den Berg is not desperate to leave Liverpool, but is seeking guaranteed game time for the upcoming season. Talking about his future, the Dutch defender said, "When I first arrived here, I was a kid. I had very little experience after playing very few matches in the Netherlands. Now, having spent a year and a half in the Championship and 2 years in the Bundesliga, I still feel young, but I feel quite old. I have developed myself in recent years with game time and experience. If I can get game time at Liverpool, there is no better place with the fans, the club, and the environment. The training quality here is very good. But my goal is to play football next year, so we will see if that will be here or elsewhere."